Hey, my name is Burt Lowe. This is a video for MindRighting.com, and I was encouraged to make this video by my friend Jeff, who rode the electric skateboard elsewhere on this website, and a sweet invitation and introduction to Tim through Jeff. And so I figured I'd share about what I do, or what has helped me to get my mind right. It's taken a while. I've been thinking about this for a couple weeks now. And, there was a time when I thought that I was smart enough to be able to do anything with my mind. And it took a lot of things happening in my life for me to kind of get a clue that I'm not I'm capable. I've got so much potential, always. But my mind isn't the only tool that I have in order to stay grounded and have a good attitude in this life. So I'm just gonna, to keep this short, I'm gonna just kind of name a few things that have really made a big difference to me. For one, realizing that I don't need to, and in fact, I can't, and in fact it's way more fun not to be the only one in my life that answers everything for myself. I've definitely been able to come up with my own opinions about things, make my own choices, be fully responsible for the choices I make and all of that, but I take great advantage of the people that are available to me. It took me a while to make that happen because I wasn't very social when I was younger, and I kind of had a chip on my shoulder. So I wouldn't say I was antisocial, but I had a lot of walls up. Since then, I'm almost 49, and I've learned how to drop my walls, my guardedness down, and allow people in, and that has made for a much more fulfilling emotional experience in life. And as far as my intellectual experience, I know now that my intellect is powerful and capable of a lot, but I need to use it properly. I need to be really clear about my perceptions. So much drama occurs because I've misunderstood somebody. Maybe I just didn't hear them correctly, or maybe my interpretation of what they were saying was just a little off from what they meant. Simply clarifying that has cleared up a lot of struggle and misunderstanding. Taking care of my own baggage, fantasies in the future or fantasies in the past that are impractical or unrealistic. I'm not talking about, preventing myself from having ambitions to strive for. But here's a good example: expecting somebody to do something that they're not capable of. It would be like me expecting my child to perform adult behaviors. Reasonable, expectations. That's really made a big difference to me. Talking with others that I've come to trust. I believe at the root of people that they are loving. But I think it's human nature to be guarded. I think we get that evolutionary wise, but also there's been a lot of trust lost in our society and our culture. It takes a determined effort, I think, to foster trust amongst people. And sometimes I think we take that for granted. But I've done that. I've brought in people in my life that I can rely on simply for their honesty, nothing else. I can check my perceptions and my fantasies, my distorted thinking, with these people that I trust. And regardless of the feedback that they give me, it's ultimately my decision whether or not I choose to follow their feedback or follow their suggestions or not. So it's not like I have anybody else living my life. Lastly, and this has been true for me in my entire life, I really always found comfort in understanding the big picture, getting the full context of some situation or some project or whatever. That helped me to kind of put things into places. Or I really, really hated in school when I was learning something and I didn't understand the application to it. Learning some academic math and not realizing how I could apply that to real world situations. I've gotten a lot better about that. A lot of that's just from, years and years of experience and learning. But I think that really has helped me to stay right-minded in life, because I've gone through a bunch. I've gone through divorce and treatment of major clinical depression. I've been in recovery from drugs and alcohol for over a decade now. I've done a lot of healing for myself. I've done a lot of personal development, improving myself. I've done a lot of therapy to understand why some things have affected me or why some things have contributed to who I am. And I've had a lifelong career in technology that has been really fulfilling and fun and has provided quite a lot. In doing that as an independent, I've had a lot of interaction with a lot of different people. So I've come to experience a lot of life. And now I think I have a much fuller sense of what life has to offer and what how I can move through life. Thus, when things come up, I'm not freaked out. They don't really spin me off and out into some trip or some weird fear. I can take things pretty well and respond to them in a measured and reasonable way. I wasn't able to do that for myself, and that goes back to developing my support system, having other people with more wisdom and more experience than I had, and learning from them. I don't think that takes anything away from who I am, and in fact, I honor when I see that in other people now, that they have set themselves up for success by bringing in people that they can trust and that can support them in moving through life. That has nothing to do with handouts. That has nothing to do with, having somebody finance or provide a place to live or give a free car or what have you. That's kind of cool, but these are just people that I can talk to about anything, who don't have a judgment about what I'm going through or what I'm bringing up. I can talk to them without fear of being embarrassed or looked down upon. And one of the ways in which I've developed that is that I give that to others. And that's taken some practice, but I know I'm kind of rambling. I'm not really great at this whole video thing, but the idea of staying present and being grounded as I move through life has become incredibly important. I'm taking this video here in the playground of my 10-month-old son. I have a 15-year-old daughter. I have a 27-year-old stepdaughter. And watching them develop, being a part of their lives, has been extraordinary. And it's helped me. It's kind of really inspired and compelled me to get my shit together so that I didn't lead them astray, and so I didn't just dump my crap onto them, so that I could allow them to live their lives as individuals, not as extensions of me. Anyway, I could go on and on. This is one of my favorite subjects, like I told Tim. And so if anybody feels like having a conversation about it, please feel free to contact me. One of the things that I'm doing nowadays to help people is I am a recovery coach, and I won't pitch it, but I will just say that there are people out there who have experience. I don't think I have all the answers, but I definitely know that I can help you or anybody come up with answers for themselves by just being a non-judgmental partner in discussion. So thanks very much, and I hope you find your own right mind and stay happy and healthy. Thanks.